the flight that we're in right now, not that big of a flight, you know? All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. And this week we're reviewing Snakes on a Plane.
On
On
a
a
plane.
plane.
We just watched it.
Okay. I'm gonna raw dog it because it was a little bit harder to speak. All right, so this I think this podcast is gonna be just as much a disaster as that movie was.
You know, I remember it in a better light. Like, I thought it was way better when I was a kid, but
I feel like it's better when it's on TNT and like you have commercials in between and like you could run and like eat a piece of cake and then come back to it and you could miss all the bullshit.
just to take a break from all the madness.
Well, yeah, it's a lot, dude. It's like a lot going on the whole time, you know?
And then, first of all, it's like an hour 45. Like,
Oh my God. It
they
does
didn't need
not
it.
need to be. It's so long.
And the whole intro is it's just like a commercial for Hawaii.
I mean, it's like 15 minutes of surfing and having fun in the water and straight bullshit. And then oh boy watches someone die.
Yeah, that random character that we don't see.
Yeah, we don't even know who that guy is, right?
I mean, they say his name, but it's just a bad guy.
And yeah, wait, you're talking about the Asian guy?
Yeah.
I'm not even worried about him.
Oh, you're
I'm
saying the
talking
dude
about the
that
guy
died?
who died. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We don't see his Negan head.
Yeah, he got his shit crushed. But yeah, it's like the villain is weird because we like see him kick the shit out of somebody, and then that's it. That's the last time we see
Yep.
him, is he beats the shit out of somebody.
We just see him too code out. Just crazy
Dude,
dude.
he really is just tight, tight, tight. Bring me the boy tight.
Just a typical bad hombre.
The worst hombre, really. It's just so weird. Like if they would have cut all that out and just been like, there are snakes on this plane. I don't need to know why there's snakes on this plane. It's snakes on a plane, brother. That's why there's
Just
snakes
the
on a
name of the
plane.
movie.
Yeah, that's all I really need to know. Like, what more are you really telling me here?
I mean,
Um,
you did need to know that there was pheromones, right? And that's why they were all angry. You did need to know that.
I mean, sure, but I don't know. Like, couldn't they have just showed me someone spraying the lays with something, and that's why they're attracted to it?
I mean, they did, but then they didn't have to like unfold the mystery, walk us
Right, right,
through
right.
it.
That's my problem with it, is that it takes entirely too long to get to snakes on a plane.
Yeah.
Like or even just like the whole going through the airport scene.
Yeah, the whole like the little 5 minute snip of each like passenger. You got Triple G, and then you got that random lady with the dog.
Yeah, like, couldn't we have done that all on the plane?
Yep, we could
Do
have.
it all on the plane, start it 15 minutes later, make it a tight hour and 30. Like, why was it not in the first 5 minutes a snake on a plane?
Hour 20, dude. Come on.
Hour 20? I mean, that's like barely a movie, though, you know?
Gee, that's what a lot of people say about this movie. It's barely a movie.
But like when action is happening, it's not terrible.
Yeah,
Like when
when
things are going down, when people are getting murdered by snakes, I'm in.
yeah, when Sammy J is doing Sammy J, I mean, come on. No one does it like him.
Dude, but like, so how do you feel about there being a love interest? Because
So you're
does
saying
Sammy J do love interest in movies? I feel like no, right?
not really. He's more of a straight man.
Right.
Just by the book.
Yeah. He's
Here to
just a
get shit
cop.
done.
Yeah. I'm here to kill people and talk shit. So it's kind of weird. And I also didn't know like was she vibing with the chemistry more than he was? It was just real odd to see that.
I mean, they were both old people or experienced people in their
Older.
craft.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she was an experienced air stewardess. He's an experienced FBI agent. Like,
She's a future lawyer.
oh, I guess yeah. Maybe that's why she had the hots for him.
Why? Because he's a cop?
Yeah, she's like, oh.
I mean, maybe.
And
It
then
was
I also forgot about the full bob. Like,
I mean, it's a half second of full bob.
it's a lot of Bob, dude.
No, it's not.
I must have just blacked it out because I don't remember that as a kid.
Well, you got to remember if they're showing it on TV, they're gonna cut that stuff, right? So they're gonna cut around the nudity
That's
and
true.
then
That's
only
true.
show them being attacked or whatever. You know who those snakes killed, right? Who that dude was? He's who's the card throwing guy in X-Men?
Gambit?
Yeah, he's Gambit in the Wolverine movie.
Oh wow.
And he didn't have a single line, I don't think, in
He
that whole
didn't.
movie. This movie has a ton of people from like the early 2000s in it.
Yeah,
It's
I mean
kind
it
of
has
popping.
Keenan
Keenan Thompson, Mr. I know how to fly a plane for whatever reason.
because of PS2, I guess.
Was there even a flight simulator on PlayStation
No,
2? I didn't think
it
so.
just said Microsoft's. Yeah.
No, but you know what? I guarantee they couldn't say Microsoft Flight Simulator. They probably tried and then it didn't get cleared.
And then Microsoft was like, "Hey, pay me."
Yeah. Oh yeah, they wanted the big bucks for that. They're like, you're telling me Sammy J and Keenan Thompson are gonna say Microsoft Flight Simulator in a movie? Yeah, we need ours.
That
I want my
corny
cut.
ass line.
Dude, it was the corniest. And you could tell that like the PS2 part was like dubbed in afterwards. Because it cut away from his face and all you hear is on the PS2. And it's like, oh my God. What are we doing here, fellas? It's almost hard to review B movies like this though, because it's like the story is so wafer thin. It is so thin it cracks under the weight of a dewdrop. And it's like, what do you even talk about?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious as to how accurate the reactions are to actual snake bites.
I mean, if it's a deadly snake, like the professor was saying, you'd die in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but like some people's like tongues were melting out of their head.
I
Like, is
mean,
that accurate?
probably not.
I
It's
don't
only
know.
around the bite area.
But shit, those things were biting everywhere. It crawled up a lady's hoo-ha.
And you don't know that.
I seen her eyes go, hmm? She went, hmm. It was feeling all up in and around the
I
goodies.
mean, that it was.
It was in her shit, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I seen it. I watched that movie with my own eyes.
So watch the X-rated version, because I don't remember that.
Look, it's whichever one you downloaded, all right? That's the one I watched.
You mean downloaded, rented, you mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
No,
hold up,
no,
dude.
we downloaded it for our offline viewing is what we
Okay,
did, all right?
sorry. Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
different.
Yeah, true.
I got it for free through American Airlines. That's how I
That's
got it.
true. Hey, shout out to American Airlines.
Fuck you, American Airlines. How you gonna make me pay for Wi-Fi on a 4-hour flight, you scumfuck bastards? Um,
But you're right. The plot is super wafer thin, and the
well,
only thing
then it's,
holding this thing up is just the whole cast.
but the cast is kind of really good, right?
I mean, what's the pilot's name? The main dude? I forget. He's like super
Dude,
popular.
yeah, he's like Will Ferrell's friend. He got like
He's
this.
the goat, though. I love him.
He was really hilarious.
He was, I mean, super misogynistic in this movie, but it's all right.
Isn't he in everything though?
I
Like
guess
he's
yeah, his
misogynistic in like
character. Yeah,
everything.
you're right. You're right.
He's supposed to be like a man's man. I think that's why.
Yeah, a real bro.
Come over here. I need your shirt. Like, dude, what the fuck? That's sexual harassment. You can't be talking like that.
Dude, they didn't care about that in what was this movie released? 2002 or something?
No, yeah, it was like 2005, I thought.
Yeah, yeah.
It was mid 2000s, and boy, does it look like it. This movie looks like a Michael Bay movie.
I mean, some of the snakes did look horrible.
Oh, no, no, I'm not even talking about
Oh,
CGI.
just like the
I'm
whole.
talking like the way the movie looked. Like,
Okay.
think about how Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2 looks. This movie looks exactly
Yeah,
like it.
you're right. You're right.
I don't know who directed it. We don't have any information. We're currently
This is his only
thousands
movie.
of feet up in the air. And so, I mean, like they literally had to have shown him a Michael Bay movie and then went, now make this. If you could show us
Do
something
this.
like this, we're good.
This is
And
the
it,
template.
and as long as there are snakes on a plane, we're Gucci. I mean, I'm gonna do so much research the minute that we land
I mean,
because I need to know why this movie even exists.
bro, they fed a whole anaconda, a huge, like 20-foot snake on this plane. Who
Yeah,
sneaked it? How'd
like,
they sneak it all in?
I mean, they do it, I guess.
He has
So wait,
connections.
they flew out of LAX?
No.
No, they flew into LAX, right?
Yep.
So how did that guy get them the snakes in Honolulu? They were in Honolulu, right?
Shit, it's a plot hole we'll never know, man.
I guess it's my fault for worrying about plot holes in a fucking B movie like
They
this
shipped
shit.
it over.
Yeah, he sent it in the box that they put in the airplane, I guess.
Yeah. He did something. He
I mean,
paid
that makes
someone
the
off.
most sense. Because how else? Unless, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna fucking
Yeah,
rack my brain
there's
trying to
too
figure
many
this shit
plot
out.
holes, but I mean, I thought it was a good time, man. Overall, it was a good vibe.
The slow parts were really slow, but the high parts were high. I think the last 15 minutes of this movie, even though like the flying the airplane shit is like super high rolly, is kind of heat.
Yeah.
Like when he does the one-liner, dude, and he goes, "I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes," and then he goes, "Strap in your seatbelts." What'd he say? We're like opening the windows or some shit like.
I'm gonna shoot some shit. I don't know
No,
what.
he says something along the lines of like, "Strap in your seatbelts. We're opening up some windows."
Yeah, yeah.
And then he fucking turns around with the gun and it's like,
Super Sammy J delivery. I mean, the
but like
classic.
that delivery was exactly why they got him for the movie.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't really do much.
Yeah, it doesn't really say a lot. Yeah, he just kind of does his thing in the background sometimes. He directs people.
Yeah, he does a lot of like, hey, you gotta go here. If you go here and do this thing, we'll be fine.
Yeah, he does a lot of, hey, motherfucker, do this.
And killing snakes. But like anybody could have killed a snake, you know?
And then who's the witness? I don't recognize him from
He
any
was like a
movies.
popular, I think, TV actor
Okay.
and like movie actor, but like in side parts. Kind of like this. Like he's not the main in this movie, right?
Yeah, he's just a side.
But yeah, he's just a big side character in a lot of different things.
Same thing with the chick with the dog. I don't recognize her from anything.
I recognize her face, but I don't know her name. She's, yeah, the same thing like you said. She's just a
Yeah.
big like part actor. But yeah, I mean, same thing with like 3Gs. Like who is that guy? I've seen him. I
I
know
mean,
him.
I honestly thought it was Method Man. Like when I first
No.
watched this as a kid,
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
envisioned
okay.
Method Man,
That'd be wild.
but it was not.
Not Method Man at all. Yeah, like anybody who was like on screen for more than 10 minutes is like a big actors as like side actors or
Yeah.
whatever. And then Sammy J and the dude who flew the plane, but like I can't remember his name,
Yeah.
comedian guy.
I mean, like as a kid, the scene that like always stands out in my head at least is when the kid gets saved by that woman. Oh, like she's like, you gotta put the olive oil in your mouth to.
That stands out to you?
Yeah, that's like the one scene I remember.
Get out of
Cause
here.
then the next thing is, oh, I'm also bit. I remember that as a kid.
Dude, I had no idea that that happened. I probably haven't seen this since I was a child, watching it on TV or whatever. But like, yeah, when she was like, "Oh, we used to do this in the motherland,"
Yeah,
I was
in the
like, "Bro, what
Bible,
the fuck are you talking about?" I was like, "You're gonna spit olive oil into a cut?
we used to always carry around box cutters.
Box cutters and olive oil, yeah." And then when she was like, "You gotta line your mouth to make sure that the poison doesn't get into it," I'm like, "Does that
Yeah, I
work?"
don't know if we have nerve endings or like
No, but if you ingest it, it'll make you sick.
I don't think that's how venom works. I think it needs to get into your bloodstream.
No, no, no. It won't. I'm not saying it'll kill you, but it'll definitely upset your tummy.
Oh, okay, okay.
You know, like it'll
You
make you like throwy
get
uppy
some
sick.
choro.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm surprised none of those people were shitting their pants.
I mean, when people die, they shit themselves. So like,
I mean, well, I'm not talking about the dead people. I'm talking about like that little kid who like got
it
bit.
wasn't in the budget.
The poop wasn't in the budget. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
They couldn't do that.
The scriptwriter just didn't think about it.
He's like, this story's already too much fluff. We don't need a little kid shitting himself.
Yeah, yeah. Bad enough we're about to kill this child. We probably don't need him also shitting his pants. So they wouldn't have commandeered the entirety of first class on a
Nah,
flight like that,
Sam
right?
J's a dick for that, 100%. He just wanted to be like, all right, I guess maybe because he's a witness, like a high level witness, and he's in danger. Like maybe one of the passengers is gonna recognize him and just do something.
Right. I know that that's like the fear and why they're like, no, we gotta clear everybody out. But I still don't think that would happen because that's like a big flight. Like the flight
Okay,
we're in right
it's
now,
a triple decker, dude.
the flight that we're in right now, not that big of a flight. You know, it's just not that big. It's a relatively small flight. That one had multiple floors,
Yes.
and like first class was like a legitimate first class,
Oh
you
yeah.
know? So like I could understand maybe on a flight like this, you kick all the first class passengers out and you move them back or whatever. But like on that flight, no
It
way.
was a whole section. It was a whole level, dude.
I mean, yeah, that shit basically had like a personal gym on it and shit.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, that set design must have been crazy though, because they were just like, probably at first they were like, hey, let's try to make it actual realistic airplane dimensions. And then they, probably got to it and they were like, oh no, we can't.
you think they tried to make it as realistic as possible?
Initially, probably like the dude was probably like, oh, I'm gonna try to make this realistic. And then he was like, oh wait, this is not doable.
I mean, I don't know.
Because that plane was big.
But why wouldn't they have just used like a decommissioned plane, right?
They probably couldn't fit all the camera angles that they wanted.
Or if you take out seats,
Damn, that costs money, man.
to take the seats out. But like, if they would have built the set, like, how would they have built it? You think like where the closing is up on top, they like cut a slit out for the camera, or they would have just
Probably.
sized everything up?
No, just size everything up. Probably the easiest route.
Because even in coach, they had like a ton of leg room,
Oh yeah,
which is like wild.
because they had what, three seat? There was four seats across in the middle. Three.
Three, because
Three.
it was
Three.
Keenan, a middle seat, and then the other guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
I mean, they had to fit an anaconda, man. They had to upsize something.
the fake anaconda, you mean? The absolutely not
Shit was
real
real, man.
anaconda? Do you think? Could you imagine? They're like just for one day.
Some of these snakes had to be real.
None of them are real.
Some of them had to be.
When?
When they're under the seats and you don't see any people, those are real snakes. They looked good, man.
Bro, but how do
On your
you
little tablet screen, they look good.
look? There's nothing little about my QHD Samsung tablet screen, all right? It was the shitty download from American Airlines that made it look
Yeah,
like that.
that's true. It down-resed it or something. I don't know.
I don't know. The only problem is how do you get the snakes to go where you want them to go?
Dangle a little snack. I don't know.
A little snake snack. A little Scooby snack for the snakes.
That little rat.
Yeah, and they all just swarm it or whatever. I mean, it could have happened, but like, I'm just
One real snake. Give me that.
one real snake probably. I mean,
But you're right. It'd be like a whole thing where they have to like CGI the specific poisonous colors on a
well,
real
yeah,
snake.
on a bunch of garden
Yeah.
snakes, and then I mean, I could understand that them having like one snake actor, and then they just like use the snake actor as the basis for the CGI,
Yeah.
and then they build the CGI around the snake actor. I could see
Yeah.
it. This movie had to have been such a pain in the ass, though. Like a major pain in the ass to like make
I mean, yeah,
for
just
the
the
TV
whole
folks.
the whole airplane thing. No one likes that.
Maybe. I mean, I lost my train of thought. Being so high up in the air, I'm deprived of oxygen. Should we have seen the villain being arrested?
I think so.
Because it was a little anticlimactic.
Some closure.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, it was just weird. Because then out of nowhere, the snake salesman is like all of a sudden also a villain.
Yeah.
And we have to like hate him also. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here?
And
The
then all of
movie,
a sudden, Sammy G. Gay, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna take you out to dinner."
yeah, hey, ayo girl. And then she goes, call me, but doesn't give him his number.
He's gonna call FAA.
She doesn't work there no more.
Oh shit, Sammy J fucked up.
Dude's Rizless, that's why.
And then you got the stewardess trying to go out with the dude.
So this is really nitpicking. It's the dumbest shit. So feel free to make fun of me all you
Okay.
want. But I'd be like, write it on my arm. Don't write the number on the inside of my palm, you chimp, you know?
Yeah, because if you have sweaty palms, then you're fucked.
And I do. I got sweaty palms.
You'll like look away for 1 second, and then a number will be rubbed off already.
No, my dumb ass will go, wow, I'm so glad I made it out of that plane with all those snakes. And I look at my hand and it's all smudged. No! I wish the movie was funnier and less dramatic.
I agree, because I loved Keenan, like the whole like, oh, I flew 20,000 miles. I mean his character is just so funny.
I mean, he's just a funny guy. But even like, take the thing out about the kids. I
Okay.
don't get rid of the baby, get
Yep.
rid of the kid being bit.
Yep.
I don't need it.
Yeah, I also
Cause,
don't need it.
'Cause like the drama is that there are snakes on a fucking plane. That's all I need, brother.
Yeah.
I don't need a child
You have to
also about
up
to
the
die.
ante again.
Yeah. I don't need a zoomed in shot of a kid's arm being cut open 5 inches.
Dude, that shit would look gnarly.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been even cooler if we would have seen it on the kid and the kid was like, ah.
I mean, yeah, the kid was a trooper. He didn't even cry.
Yeah, he banged that
He's
out.
like,
He's like, I'm a god.
I gotta
Yeah.
look tough.
I gotta show my brother I'm the man around here.
I mean, was it kind of surreal? I mean, we're on a plane. Was it kind of surreal watching a plane
Bro,
movie?
so there were multiple times when things happened where like somebody said something and it sounded like it happened in the plane and I was about to be like, what the fuck?
I mean, you were looking under your seat. You were like, is there snakes on this
Yeah.
plane?
I think it was really cool. At certain parts, our plane started to shake
Yeah, I was
while
about to bring
their
that up.
plane was
Yeah.
shaking, and it was like, holy
It's like a
shit.
4D movie.
So I almost wish I had a snake and I could have been like, oh, it's around my neck.
Like a
Oh my
plastic
God.
snake.
Yeah. This is real, dude. It's all happening to me.
A meta moment.
This might be the only plane movie though that I'd actually want to watch on a plane.
I was thinking about this because there's another movie where like they're like there's like a SWAT team and then like someone comes in and then they're like hiding underneath the plane and like they have to like get out a signal and they do it by like cutting a wire and like making the light of the plane and they do like SOS through the light or like Morse
So you
code.
spoiled this whole movie.
No, but I forget what movie it's called. Like
I
that
also don't
that's
know.
another plane movie that I remember vividly. Or I guess just that one scene.
I've never heard of it.
You probably know it. It's super famous probably.
Maybe.
I just don't want to say there was evil hombres that captured the plane.
Yeah. I think but like I couldn't watch things like that Denzel Washington movie
No, no, no,
where
no.
he like where the plane crashes or
Yeah,
whatever.
no, that's too much.
Yeah, that'd be too surreal.
You'd give someone in the back PTSD or something, a panic attack. Because
But
let me tell you right now, there were some people watching the movie with us, Joey.
dude, you're talking about the lady who's like
Yes,
back and to the left
yes,
of us. Was
yes,
she watching it with us?
yes.
Or was she just like trying to see what was happening?
No, she was watching multiple times. I locked eyes through the glare.
That's pretty wild. I love that. I love that for her. I mean, but like, what? You didn't bring your phone? Y'all don't have phones?
Nah, man, she's disconnecting to reconnect.
Shit, and then she's reconnecting from across the way. Shit, oh shit! Damn, y'all see that shit?
She's probably like, oh man, that's cool. Snakes on a plane on a plane.
Wow, everybody's so creative. But yeah, I think there's like a horror movie that I think I'd want to watch called Red Eye, and
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's got Cillian Murphy in it, and it's apparently not terrible. But now I want to watch Red Eye on a red eye.
Oh, okay.
But then you got to stay up and take a flight at 11
Yeah.
a.m. or whatever, which would not be cool. That would not be cash money at all. All right. I think we gave ourselves the time limit of oh, you fucked my shit all up over here, dude.
But yeah, I mean, like you said, it's a movie of its time, actors
Oh,
of its time.
yeah, I mean this you can feel you could show this to somebody in the year 7000 and they'd be like, when did this come out? 2005? It looks a lot like 2005.
Yeah, but I still think it's a great film, man. It's fun. It,
I think it's good, but you only need to watch it once.
oh yeah,
There is no need for anybody to ever watch this movie again. Unless you're gonna like play a drinking game and you drink every time someone says snake.
and even then, do they even say snakes that many times? I
Yeah,
wasn't paying attention.
no, they do, because they're like, oh my God, oh, there's snakes. There's more snakes. The snakes are coming. It has to be like 10 times.
You'll be fucked up. But
I mean, by the end,
yeah,
you
you
take 3 shots, you bang them out, you go boom, boom, boom.
you'll end up dead.
I mean, I'd be all right with that. But it's an hour and 45.
Yeah, I mean, they need to just cut out the beginning.
Not if it's a drinking game. You start in the beginning, you get a couple shots in, and then you do the
Nah,
beginning.
you do your own directorial version, like yourself. You make a version
Oh, yeah. All about the drinking game.
where you cut out the mindless surfing and dirt bike riding.
But the dirt bike riding made a little bit of sense. We didn't need 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Okay. We got 3 minutes left. Most of the beginning was wasted, but that's okay because we got questions. So, I think What do you remember? Which were the questions that James? I don't, so we're recording mobily,
So I guess
so I don't have any of the questions in front of me.
can this movie be made in today's world?
Would we? I
Is
mean,
that
could it? Yeah.
yeah, it could.
There's nothing
Would anyone
problematic.
watch it? No.
No. Everybody would be like, "You mean like the movie that we've
It
already
needs
seen?"
to up the ante.
Yeah, for sure.
Snakes and
Mongoose is on a plane.
yeah,
Yeah, there you
exactly.
go. Mortal enemies.
Because you,
Whoever wins, we lose.
cause you still need the original IP to, get people going.
Yeah, but it should never be remade. Ever.
No.
This one's a classic. Classically mid.
Okay, that
Um,
was one of the questions.
and then what was it like? Is it problematic or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yep.
Right, which we already decided it's
Nah.
not problematic. I think maybe the whole thinking the steward is gay is a little problematic.
But even then, he didn't like really.
I mean, but there's the joke about sucking a dude's ass.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
it was a little homophobic.
Yeah, I
Just
guess.
a
Yeah,
little
you're
bit.
right. You're right.
It's not like calling anybody the F slur or whatever,
I
but it's a
thought
little
I thought he was
homophobic.
going to drop one, dude.
I mean,
For a second.
it was this close. We didn't get an F slur or an R slur.
We didn't.
No.
Very progressive 2000s movie.
Very progressive. All right, and then what are the next ones? What are our next questions? This one I get. This shit I guess I'm gonna have to cut out. So would we rent it? Oh no, we cut that one out. I don't know. Would you rent this movie? No.
We did.
No, I didn't. I
No.
got it for free through American Airlines.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I rented it at home.
There you go.
Yeah.
Would we buy this movie physically?
No.
Hell no, absolutely
Nope.
not. Would we buy it in the $7.99 bin at our favorite local establishment? No.
I think I would.
Maybe it's a joke.
I'd fuck around. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, someone just bodied me. She just bodied me. Would we watch this movie again?
I think this is gonna be my last time watching this movie.
I don't ever plan on watching it again. Maybe. Oh my God, I didn't realize that this
We
was
watched it as a
horizontally not-
kid.
I would maybe watch it if one of the kids were like when the kids are older.
Yeah.
If one of the kids are like, "Would you watch this with me?"
Would you
Sure,
skip
I
the
guess.
booba part?
No, they're older. What do I need to skip the poopa part for if they're old? What's the matter? They're the ones that are gonna feel weird.
That's true.
Like I've seen one of those before. I'm a man.
We felt a little weird watching it
I felt weird watching it in a plane though.
with my boy.
I mean, yeah.
We turned on the brightness and everything.
Oh, Looky McGee back there too was probably like, did he?
Damn.
Would we recommend?
At least once.
At least once. You gotta watch the movie at least once. Just
Yep.
I feel like it had such a significance in pop culture when it released that it is such a time capsule. Like, if you didn't live through the early 2000s, it's worth the watch just once.
Exactly.
To experience it as we did growing up in that time.
Yep.
And then ratings.
I'm gonna give this 7 chewed up
7.
chihuahuas out
Oh,
of 10.
dude, that Chihuahua got chomped, bro. And then,
And then CEO got chomped.
yeah, he a bitch with his hair plugs, low hoe ass.
He didn't even have hair plugs. He
No,
was
he did.
bald.
No,
Oh, he
he-
did?
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up actually while we were watching it,
Oh.
and I was like, I don't want to be that guy talking
I
about
didn't
it on an
squint.
airplane.
I didn't squint that hard.
So yeah, he had like hair plugs right here, and it was like darker. That's
Okay.
why she talked shit to him about it. I'm gonna give this 6 little in-flight cookies out of 10.
Mm,
You know, it's better than mid. This is a little bit better than
a
mid,
little bit better than mid.
and I think it deserves it. It really worked for that. So that means it Snakes on a Plane gets a sooner or later average of 6.5 out of 10.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on youtube.com/@soonerorlatertv for our review of Snakes on a Plane. On a plane. If you couldn't catch us live, it's because we weren't live. So thanks for following us on all of our social medias at Sooner or Later TV. And tune in next week for hopefully a review that isn't on a plane. We love you guys. Bye.
See ya.